Hi all. So this is Angular 22 tutorial. So basic is completed. Now after the small application, I have moved on to the advanced tutorial. Now in last episode, we have completed login page, but that was with the hard code. Again, I have explained the guard also, can activate guard, that how do you authorize your protected route? How do you protect your route? Without login, user should not be able to access any page. So that also we have covered. Now, last we hard coded over there, right? The user is valid or not. Now instead of hard coding it, we want to validate the user from the API. So we will pass email and the password to the API and API will validate that, right? So over here, you can see project api.jirasim.in. On this only, you will find the API to implement all that login functionality. So reset API, forget password, verify OTP, JWT, everything is over here. So if you want to practice login related things, all the APIs are over here only. Now here you have a API that is create user. So from here you can create a user. Let's create some user. Let's say chetan123@gmail.com. Chetan Zugi and password I'm passing as 223344. Execute. If the email ID is already not taken, it will create. Okay. So user created. Now this is the user what you have created. Now we can use this to log in also. So whenever you have to try, first create your user and then log in with that. Click on try it out. Email ID 223344. So if I pass the correct email ID and the correct password, API will validate if these credentials are correct or not. So on click of execute. So here you can see API is success. And in response, you got the user ID, email ID, and the token and refresh token. We are going to use it in the next video. But for now, this is the login API, which will help you to implement the login API, means validity of the user. It will check from the API, right? So this is the post API. So we have to pass the object and API will check if whatever the credential you are passing is correct or not. And if yes, then you will allow a user to log in. So in the last video, we have created this login component, right? So here you can see we had hard coded this whole login functional, like only one user we hard coded, right? Instead of this, now we have to integrate the login API. So let me comment out this code. Now we have to do the API integration, right? So this is the object what you need. So you can create class or interface also. So here you can see we have this, right? So I'm creating one more class login model API. Okay. Now what things you have that you need to specify? Email ID, data type will be string, and then password. Copy, paste, colon, string. Okay. Again, we need to initialize all the field. So this dot email ID is equal to empty. This dot password equal to empty. So we created this class. Now here, this was the old one. So I'm commenting it, new one, login obj, colon, data type will be the second class, login model API equal to new, like this. We created object. Now this object also we need to bind to the form. Previously, if things were different, fields were different, now it is different. So I'm just binding it. So email ID, password. Let's copy paste over here also. So what that API expect, you created the same. Now on click of login, you have to integrate this API. So this is your API. So let's copy. Now from the component only I'm making the API, but ideally you should do it into the service also. Or let me check if I have service created. Yeah, I have a service. Let's create over there. Login user. Okay. Now here return this dot HTTP call dot post. Login API is the post one. This is your URL. Then you need to pass the object. Now this function you are calling from the login component. While calling, you will pass the data object dot login model. What was the login model API? This will be your data type. What kind of a data you are going to get? Wait, we need to add export over here. Then only we'll be able to use it. Now let's try to import. Yeah. Okay. And whatever the object you get, that you will pass it as a second parameter post API object. So in service, you have created a API call function, which is making API call. Now over here, this dot, now you have written your API call into service. So we need to inject that service also. Master service is equal to inject master service. Master. Okay. Now here, this dot master service dot login user, and it needs object. This dot login object dot subscribe. Next colon result. What data you are getting? So for now, I'm going with any, but you can create class or interface. Okay. Now check the response, what you are getting. Like this, you are getting in the data, you got the user ID and email ID. So result dot data dot email. So we have to store the data into the local storage. So I will copy this. Now here we get the data in res dot data dot, what is the property name? Email ID. So let's copy it and paste it over here. Okay. Then you need to redirect. So this is the command, how you will redirect. Okay. Let's save it and check it. Okay. Remaining things will be stays the same. Again, if you are seeing directly this video, you might not get everything, because this is part of a tutorial. So in last video, we have already covered routing and everything. Let me just show you one more time. So this was the routing. Considering our application as an admin application, by default only login page will be visible. Once user login, then user navigate inside the parent, inside the application, then he can see navbar and everything. So that's why we created one more component, which will act as a parent. And all the component which you are going to access after the login will be children of this layout component. So this is the structure what we have created. Then we have created guard also. In guard, we are checking if after login, we are storing something into local storage. We are checking if the local storage data is there or not. If it is, we are returning true. Otherwise, we are navigating him back to the login page. This is what we have done from the last. Okay. Now let's check it. So if I go over here, let me open localhost 4200. Somewhere error is there. It is coming. Save. 29. Where is 29? Why? Where we are getting error? Save it properly. Sorry. Save. Okay. Login page. Now, what credentials we have created? For now, I will pass the wrong credential. Okay. Email ID I'm passing correct, but password I'm just putting out anything. Now, let's check the API call is happening or not. On click of login. So here you can see login object. You got the data, whatever you pass. Password is currently wrong. Continue. So here you can see 401. So it didn't found the user. 401 please doesn't exist. Okay. So we were not able to catch it. So how do you catch it? With the next block. So this is a success block, then comma, error, colon, any. Okay. And here we will add a debugger. Let's try again. Just passing the wrong credential. We want to check the else case. Login, continue. See, you got the error. Okay. So if error is executed and we have a status like 401, you can say key invalid credential. If error dot, what was the property name? Error dot status is 400, 401 means whatever the credential you pass, that user doesn't exist. So we will say alert wrong credentials. Okay. or else it might be something error, API error. So generic error we will pass. Here we will pass simply API error. Okay, let's save it and check it. Let's copy the email ID, paste it over here. Password, I'm putting it wrong. Login, wrong credential because 401 we got. Now let's try the correct password 223344. Let's see the network. On click of login, API call happen. I will add a debugger next. So see, you got success got executed. And in data, you got the whole thing. So that's why we are extracting result.data.email. Okay. And we are storing it. And once we navigate, see. So after login, you are able to see the navbar and everything. This is what I tried to explain you, right? So if you are seeing this video directly, watch the previous video. Link will be over there in the video description so that you will understand what things we have previously done. How that login form, again, how we are reading the, let me show you this also. In logged in user, how we are showing it. So in layout component, we have that navbar. So in layout component, I have created a variable, and on the page load, I'm reading the local storage data that I'm storing it over here, and that we are using it over here. See, and on click of log off, what we are doing, we are removing the local storage data and we are navigating back to the login application, login page. See now, if I click on log off, again, we navigate back to the login page. Okay. So this was with your login with API. Now, the next part, next video, I will be explaining interceptor and how do you deal with the JWT token. So again, I have just listed some advanced topics only, but again, it will come. Okay. So these are the advanced topics we should know for interview and for working also. Okay. Thank you. That's it. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe. In video description, we'll be finding a link of my WhatsApp group. You can join that to connect with me with your queries and any doubts. Fine. Thank you. Thanks for watching.